going on, guys? Welcome to today's video and welcome to my channel if you are new. So today's video is going to be a beginner's guide on how to use MyFitnessPal to track your calories or macros, as well as a at-home workout. I currently am in lockdown, so I have to work out from home. I've also been getting a lot of questions on how to use MyFitnessPal, especially from clients of my own. So I just kind of wanted to go over how to use the app, just kind of some basic tips for if you're someone who's just downloaded it or just starting to track your calories. And I'm just gonna share on the screen with you guys what it is I'm talking about as I'm going over it, so you guys can see exactly how I use the app, why I think this is probably the best way to track your calories or macros, and how to kind of get started if you are, new to it. So let's go ahead and get right into it. So all I'm doing right now is just turning on my screen recording for you guys so you can see exactly what I'm doing as I go into the app. So if you don't have the app already, you're gonna go in, enter in all of your personal information. That's just the first step. Again, it's not really too particular as you're not gonna be using the targets that this gives you. If you guys have a coach or you're coaching yourself or whatever it is you're doing, go by that. I personally wouldn't go by the targets that this generates for you, as it's highly inaccurate. It doesn't know what you're doing throughout the day. It's just a simple calculator. And if you guys are interested, I can definitely do another video on how I think you guys should start tracking calories, what you should do if you're new to it, how to find your maintenance calories and all of that. So just comment down below if you guys are interested in that. But for this video, we're just gonna talk about the app itself. So once you have your information all put into the app, you're gonna see on the home screen here a bunch of different things. Mine currently isn't loading for whatever reason. I actually have my phone on airplane mode, so that's probably why. But there's usually a bunch of articles up and down the page. So with this one here, I don't have anything on mine, but you guys really don't need it anyway. I personally don't use the homepage at all. It's usually recipes, random targets, or goals. Again, it's usually highly inaccurate depending on what it is you're actually doing yourself, or however your coach or yourself is, or however your coach is guiding you. So again, I just kind of, pay no mind to the home screen, but feel free to take a peek if you guys want to. There's also 4 other icons on the bottom of the screen besides the home screen. So you'll see you have a diary, a plus sign, the progress, and more. The only 2 that I really ever use is the diary and the plus sign. Even with the plus sign, it's kind of like a quick add. I really don't even go into it that much. Sometimes I'll go into more if I'm adding a recipe or creating a recipe. If you guys are looking to create a recipe or learn how to make something in bulk for prepping, and you guys want to see a video on how to do that and how to fit it into MyFitnessPal, comment down below and let me know, because I can definitely explain that too in a different video. So going into diary, that's the one we're going to go into first. You can set this up so it has meals or it has breakfast, lunch, dinner, snacks. As you guys can see, I have meals. It really doesn't matter where you're putting the food either. If you guys like to have it spread out into meals, you can definitely do that. If you end up entering something under meal 1, that's actually for meal 2. As long as it's entered in, it doesn't really matter, because this is just all your calories that you're tracking for the day. So all you're gonna do when you're tracking food is you're gonna go into add food. So I'm just gonna hit that there now. You have a couple of different options when it comes to adding your food. So as you guys can see, there's already items that I probably use all the time when I was tracking, already listed here. They're called your most recent items. However, I have an item here I'm gonna show you guys. So if you have something like this, I just got some yogurt. If you guys have something like this that has a barcode on it, so what I'm gonna do here now is scan the barcode. I actually had to switch yogurt containers because the one that I had, it just wouldn't scan for whatever reason. So we're gonna go in, scan it. As you guys can see, a serving size, a regular serving size based on the nutritional information on this is 175 grams. I'm just gonna go in and do 1 gram. I'm gonna do 100 just so you guys can see. And that's 80 calories. You can see it's underneath my meal 1. So I have 100 grams of yogurt under meal 1, and I can just continue to add from there. So I highly recommend being a little bit organized and planning ahead in advance. Eating consistently is really great too. It's a good way to kind of get your body used to certain foods and see how you respond to certain things. If you guys want, you can definitely just go ahead and add things throughout the day as you want. It really depends on how comfortable you are. If you're just getting started, I'd say plan the night before or plan in advance to ensure you're hitting close to your targets. The whole goal is to try to hit as close to that target as you can to be consistent. So as you guys can see, I have 1 thing entered. So what I'm gonna do is I'm actually gonna add something else. I'm gonna show you guys how you add something different that doesn't actually have a barcode. So guys, all I'm gonna do here now is just type in USDA banana. USDA is usually the most accurate when it comes to anything that doesn't actually have a barcode. So I'm just gonna go 100 grams of banana, We can weigh it out if you guys want, or you can just go with the average for like a medium banana. And as you can see now, we have 169 calories. So if you guys are curious as to what the calorie total is or what the macros are, you're just gonna scroll all the way down to the bottom of the screen and you're gonna hit nutrition. Show you the exact macros, and you hit macros on the top, or you can hit nutrients and you can see what's exactly in everything that you've been eating, or you can hit calories, and this is where you'll see your total calories. So I personally wouldn't follow the goal or the net calories. I would just follow total calories. That'll tell you exactly what you have been eating or you have plugged into the app already for the day. When I was first starting, what I would do is I would try to allot a certain amount of calories per meal. So say if I had 6 meals and I had 3 larger meals, I try to average it out a little bit so I kept things consistent throughout the day. It really depends on what your personal preference is. Next thing I'm gonna do is show you guys how to do something from takeout. So the great thing about this app is there's tons of information already inputted. So I'm gonna go into meal number 4. I'm just gonna type in something for takeout. I'll just type in McDonald's as an example for you guys. I don't really eat McDonald's ever, but it's just the first thing that came to my mind. So as you guys can see, there's tons of information here on McDonald's. Again, the ones with the green check marks are usually the most accurate. If you really want to be particular, which you should be if you're just starting out or if you're on competition prep or anything like that, go to the websites of any restaurant that you're going to and all the information should be available there for you. So if it's not available on the actual app, but it is available online, I'll give you guys an example of what you can do after we're finished here. So all I'm gonna do is I'm gonna select 1 medium fries from McDonald's, and I'm gonna select, we'll go McDonald's again. I'm gonna select, we'll do the large Coke. Add that in there. So that's 670 calories for those 2 items. The only thing that kind of sucks about this is that you have to add every single thing in, individually. However, it's better than not knowing. Make sure if you're having any dipping sauces or anything like that, you guys are adding it in here as well. That's definitely somewhere where people forget about calories, and sauces and things can be extremely calorie dense. So what you guys can kind of get around plugging this in every single time is just hitting these 3 little dots on the bottom here. You can go save as meal. So this is a meal you have all the time. You can just title it whatever you want to. So we'll just call it McDonald's. Can't spell apparently. We'll call it McDonald's and we'll save it, and that will be created in your file, so you can kind of go back to that every now and then. So I know for me, I used to go to Burrito Jack's a lot, and I would always have to type in like lettuce, tomato, chicken, and all these things all the time, and it was super annoying. And then I realized I could actually just save it as a meal and then plug it in from there. So it's a super quick and easy way to kind of just add everything that you have for something that's not at home with you. You can also do this if you had the same breakfast every single day or the same lunch or whatever it is. You can save it as a meal, title it whatever you want to title it, and that way you don't have to actually go through the hassle of scanning and plugging it in every single time. So, the app is actually really great, super user friendly. I personally love it. And yeah, I just want to go over what I said earlier with you guys when it comes to actually seeing something online with information and not actually being able to plug it in. You can create a food yourself if you want to, if you go into recipes and foods. So you can just go create a food. This is where you can kind of add personal information if you want. If you have the whole calorie information for the entire meal, you can go ahead and do that. That can get a little bit confusing, and I'll probably talk about that in a different video if you guys want me to. What I recommend you do is actually just go into the meal. You're just gonna go carb, and it has carb 1 gram. And you can look at the thing that you're having, and say it has 100 grams of carbs, you just do 100 grams of carbs and you are good to go. So you can do that for proteins and fats as well. Just double check the calories to make sure that it's accurate. So that's just another little hack or trick that I use when it comes to adding things that aren't actually in the app. And you can also send things to your friends too. So if you guys have friends that you're making a recipe with, or you have a friend that's like, hey, what's the macros or the calories in that, you can actually just go into your texts and you can select MyFitnessPal and send them a meal or something. It's super cool. The app actually syncs with other apps too. So if you have a certain training app or you have like a health app on your phone and you want to sync it to be able to track them and sync them together, you can do that as well, which is super cool. You'll notice the top of my screen too, it has 4 exercise. So that's like 4 calories burned from exercise. It's highly inaccurate. Guys, I've literally just been sitting here this whole time. I would not pay any mind to that. You're not going to look at your remaining calories. You're looking at your total calorie goal, okay? If you don't want to input that calorie goal in here, you don't have to. Just go into what I said, the bottom of the screen, nutrition, and then calories, and then macros if you're looking at your particular macros. And that's where you'll see the information that you definitely need when you're tracking your calories. Other than that, that's pretty much it. It's pretty straightforward. I personally love the app. I think that it's super user-friendly, like I said. I think that there's tons of cool things you can do, great ways to get creative. It's super easy to do it on the go. I travel, I scan things, I'm good to go. If I'm going to certain places or restaurants, there's tons of things available, and it's just a great way to have a general idea of what you are consuming. If you're somebody who's just starting out tracking, I would recommend, writing down what you ate throughout the day. At the end of the day, plugging it in, getting used to the app, get familiar with it. It can be a little bit overwhelming at first, and you don't want to be rushing around trying to scan things because you're not used to it. Take a couple days before you start with your coach, before you start doing anything yourself, or before you even start changing any numbers. Just plug things in, see where you land, look at your information, and go from there. That's probably my best recommendation when it comes to using this app. Again, I've been using this for years and years, and it's just been what works well for me. And if there's anything I haven't gone over, comment down below and let me know, or you guys can also just send me a message on Instagram. I'll pop my username up on the screen here for you guys. I also have TikTok. You guys can follow me there too. While you're at it, you might as well subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. If you guys like this kind of information from me, give this video a thumbs up. That shows me that you guys want to see more of this kind of stuff. And same thing with commenting. I would really appreciate it if you guys give me your feedback if you found this helpful, or if you guys want me to do a video on how to track your recipes and your meals and all of that kind of stuff. I do usually post macro-friendly recipes on my channel. I am currently on a meal plan, so if you guys are following me, you guys know I'm on a meal plan during prep for the first time. I actually am finding it pretty good, so I personally don't track my macros. My coach does all of it for me. However, my roommate is just beginning to track her macros with her coach, and we're gonna be making some macro-friendly things, so that stuff will continue to come up on my channel. So you guys can check out my playlist, my healthy, lower calorie recipes, or you guys can subscribe, hit the bell, and you guys will know when I'm posting a new video with some healthy recipes, higher protein, lower calorie recipes. So I just encourage you guys to get creative, have fun with your macros and your calories. It really doesn't matter at the end of the day as long as you're hitting a certain goal. Calories in versus calories out, guys. That's pretty much it for this little informative part of this video. I hope you guys enjoyed. We're gonna do a workout next. Feel free to tag me if you guys try these workouts out that I've been putting out for at home. I would love to see what you guys think. And yeah, I hope you guys enjoy. We'll see you in the next clip. hope you guys enjoyed that workout as well as the little informative session on MyFitnessPal. Hopefully it wasn't too boring. If you guys did find it helpful, definitely let me know. If you guys also want to see day-to-day content from me, you can just follow me on Instagram. I usually just post what I do or what I'm eating and all of that every single day on my Instagram, whether it's a post or my stories. I'm also super active on TikTok now, so you guys can follow me there if you haven't already. And that is pretty much going to be it for today's video. I will be uploading in a couple of days, so make sure you subscribe if you you guys want to see more from me, and you can check out my playlist where I put videos on other lower calorie, higher protein recipes, my prep updates, try on videos, all of that fun stuff, as well as at home and in the gym workouts. So yeah, that's pretty much it. Thanks so much for watching, and we'll see you guys in the next video.